Hello, 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 hello. I hope everyone's doing well. Welcome in to day 2 of Star Wars month. I need to find a nice way of integrating that into the stream titles still, because at this point it's still a little bit much in terms of it's a bit verbose. I think that's the word I'm looking for. It's a little bit verbose. Let me hang on. I'm just gonna move this. You guys can't see it. My reference software, I'm just gonna move it over to the side because it's getting a little bit in the way. But anyway, welcome in. I hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone's having a good. It's no longer Wednesday. A good Thursday. I hope everyone's month has gotten off to a good start. I think that's a fair thing. Like, I hope everyone's month has gotten off to a good start. I know there hasn't been terribly much of a month yet at this point for it to have gone terribly wrong. But you never know. Sometimes the universe really just likes to kick you in the crotch when you're down. And no, that's not what I want to have happen. Normalize the size. Okay. Give me 2 seconds here. All right. References set up in a way that I can actually use them. So anyway, today we're going to continue with what's the clearly words are not working with me just yet this morning. We're going to be continuing with what we did yesterday. So yesterday we mashed up Chibidoki into the Star Wars universe. She became a form of Porg, or a Chorg, as I've ended up calling it, I guess. Probably some of the most cursed art that I have ever done, honestly. Let me see. Where did I save it to? Drawings. I need to really go and clean out my hard drives at some point because it's a little bit messy at the moment. Okay, why can I not drag this in? Give me a second. Oh, geez, that's huge. That is way bigger than I intended. It's fine. Hang on. Probably what I get for drawing on an A3 canvas. So yeah, that was yesterday's abomination that we created, or that I created, rather. Chat can't really take the blame on this one. This one was entirely on me. That was yesterday's monstrosity. Make it a little bit bigger. There you go. The side view especially is just really unsettling. It just looks like I smashed a human skull really hard and deformed it. I actually feel a little bit bad for this one. But it actually turned out pretty alright. Like, in terms of the overall quality, I mean. We did get a little distracted. I ended up spending like an hour just dissecting the anatomy of a porg. So I could do this. But you know what? I'm a little bit proud of it. I'm a little bit proud of this. Not a lot, but a little bit. I think it's also one of the few times I've actually started and finished an entire painting or set of paintings on stream. Normally I work way too slow to do that sort of thing. That was an unprecedented, absolutely unprecedented level of productivity from me yesterday. So yeah, that was interesting. I do like the one on the top left, like the illustration there turned out pretty nicely. So today's one, I don't think is going to be as cursed. I don't think. That is the keyword. I don't think it's going to be as cursed, but you never know. That's really, I guess it'll be a surprise to all of us, myself included. Yeah, I think this is probably, I think we started the month off with the most cursed painting. I don't actually think anything else this month is going to come anywhere close to this. This is special in terms of just how distorted and weird it is. Which is weird. Like, I don't want anyone to look at this and be like, wow, he must really dislike that streamer because look at that. I actually really like her. I actually really like her content. But I tried my best, okay? I tried my best. I do need to update that. I actually got myself a little logo thing to stamp all of these. Although the AI bots like jumped on, for some reason, on Instagram. The AI bots just fell in love with this painting. So I suspect it's being harvested for I suspect this has already been harvested for some sort of AI generator. No idea what anyone's gonna generate off of this. What was that? In a second. Something crunched underfoot. I don't see anything. Okay. A little bit disconcerting. Anyway. No idea what anyone's going to be trying to generate with the AI with this painting, but I suspect it's been taken because the AI art bro is just like, or not even the art bros, at least that would be a person. This is just like AI accounts. Just all like this. They all, I don't know. If nothing else, even if I don't have human appeal, apparently I've got AI appeal. Not exactly the thing I'm proudest of, but apparently it's got AI appeal. Anyway, let's get that off screen. Yes, you can remove it. And where is just this one? Yes. Today, we're going to continue this theme of really unfortunate stitch togethers that no one has ever asked for. Today's victim, some of you would have already guessed from the title. Today's victim is Joel. Just because I feel like Joel is a very easy one to extrapolate over to the Star Wars universe, right? Because Joel's whole thing is being like, so I'm not up to like 100% date with the lore, but from what I understand, it's like the whole point of it is he like his soul possessed this porcelain doll, right? A porcelain maid, if you would, and he just realized, hey, he's a dude, but he's now got like this female body, so he may as well capitalize on it, and so he became a Twitch streamer. Now, unfortunately, I do not have, some great expansive lore from my side to put in there in terms of like, this is what it would actually be from the Star Wars side or whatever. No, This is just, well, he has ambulatory, like rotational joints and everything. Like it's all like sectional. And he talks a lot. Therefore, we are going to... wait. I'll make you smaller. When I looked at that and I thought, okay, we need something with like rotational joints that, oh, there it is. That talks a lot. We have two options, all right? We have a B1 battle droid, or, where is he? Some of you already know who the other one is. There you are. So it's either going to be a B1 battle droid or it's going to be 3PO. It just fits too well. Likes to talk, ambulatory joints. 3PO even kind of looks like him when you think about it. Has the little mouth and everything. The yellowish, well, 3PO has yellow eyes. Joel has red ones. But it's close enough for government work, really, when you think about it. So, wait, I just realized, did I do the transition over to the art? It'll be a pity if I've done all of this yapping about what he looks like and it hasn't actually been on screen. No, it is on screen. Cool. Okay. I'm inclined to go with the 3PO, with the protocol droid. Just because it looks a bit more recognizable as a human. And I don't know, the B1 is very thin and stick-like. And although it loves to talk, and I do like the B1s, I have a real soft spot for the B1 battle droids. I think they're really cute, actually. In a really sort of derpy, you know, incompetent way. The B1s all try their best. They're all trying their best, okay? And that I resonate with that because I'm also just trying my best on a day-to-day basis. So we're gonna work with a protocol droid, I think. Just because, yeah, it looks a bit more human. The B1 with that head shape is just, there's nothing really recognizable with it. So also, I'm not going to then be tempted to spend however long trying to figure out the anatomy of a B1 battle droid. So let's just work with 3PO actually. Let me pack this away because it's distracting me. All right. Get rid of the B1. I must actually find out, do you guys prefer having the references on screen as something visible that you can look at yourselves? Or do you prefer it if I just like work on something entirely and you don't necessarily see the references? I mean, I can do either. Personally, I tend to lean more towards just working on it with my references off to the side. But if people want to actually see what the hell I'm working on and what the original looks like, we can do that. Let's try that just for today. I'm going to put these over here. Okay, and now we're going to repeat yesterday's miracle of not getting too carried away and too not letting the idea run away, as it were. Not getting carried away with it. That's it. Because yesterday I did not mean to spend 3.5 hours just on the piece of art, but that's what we did. I don't particularly intend on doing that again today. Not if I can help it. Because we are at some point supposed to, anyway, do some games. I have downloaded a lot of Star Wars games. I didn't realize there were that many Star Wars games when I decided to do this for like this month. But holy, there's a lot of them. Okay, there are so many Star Wars games. I think, wait, I counted. I have it written down. Yeah, I can't do every single one just because not all of them actually work nowadays nicely on modern systems. And some of them I think are like console exclusives, and some of them are just a bit too expensive, especially the more recent ones. And some of them, like the EA's Battlefront and Battlefront 2, I don't particularly want to play those. I know Battlefront 1 or Battlefront EA doesn't even have single player. I don't like multiplayer games, I'm gonna be honest. I don't enjoy them. So that those aren't gonna happen. And then Battlefront 2, apparently it's pretty alright now. But I remember I said way back when they first when it first came through how pay to win the whole thing was. I was like, I'm not gonna support this, and I'm sticking to that. I do have Fallen Order. I think that's like the most recent one of the games, though. Anyway, I'm getting side distracted. So we have 24 days total, or 25 stream days this month, and I have 25 streaming days. And I've got nearly 30 games to get through. So hopefully we'll actually get to some of that today. And it's not just going to be... not just going to be art. I would like to at least finish the art pieces. Even if I don't finish the games, I'd like to at least finish like the sketches. I think that would... Where's my... that would be ideal. Anyways. Okay. Let's do... It's unfortunately quite a low-res picture of 3PO. Okay, but... he seems to adhere to the basic human skull shape. For the most part, the 3PO model adheres to the skull shape. So, we have cut down the middle. The entire head is more oval than anything, so I suspect the mouth should actually fall along the bottom of the circle, and then the chin doesn't actually move, so but everything here would sort of curve in. Oh wait, fuck, you know what I should do? I should use a symmetry ruler, because those exist. Hey Sloan, how are you? I'm assuming you sent that message before you meant to. Given that it's sorry I can. I'm assuming you sent that a little bit early. Not joining you today? It's crazy, yeah? Oh yeah, you were doing all the garden stuff today, weren't you? Well, hopefully that under control, controlled chaos. I'm hoping. But it's all good. Even just dropping in to say hi, I appreciate it. After all, everyone has, what's the word I'm looking for? Life happens for everyone. And, you need to go deal with what you need to deal with. Don't worry about it. I said, I appreciate you just turning up to say hi. And shit happens. No, life happens. I've always sort of preferred that one over the shit happens. Besides, it's a little bit more polite in regular company. That's all like when people, I've seen like people apologizing for getting sick or something. And I then have to say to them like, you didn't choose to get sick. You didn't sit down and go, you know what? I feel like getting sick just so I can get out of plans. Or out of commitments. These things happen. You gotta deal with what you need to deal with. Chat later? Yeah, it's all good. As I said, you go deal with what you need to do. I'll still be here. Well, I mean, not necessarily. I may not always be here. When people get back, I mean. And I mean, yeah, I guess we could, if we really wanted to get existential about it. I won't be here forever. We all pass away eventually. I think that might be getting a little bit, like, depressive, though. Alright, I need to figure out exactly what's happening lighting-wise. This is a little difficult to read exactly what the facial structure on the faceplate looks like. Okay. Got like little hazard marks in his eyes, which is kind of cute. This is just first draft, don't worry. We're gonna probably compress this down. It's probably more like that. Because the mouth does not move, so we don't need an ambulatory lower jaw. Ambulatory is the wrong word. I've used that twice incorrectly this stream. I don't know why. What's the... Because ambulatory just means that the thing can move. Ambulatory. Yeah, able to walk around. So, I'm not actually sure what word I'm looking for there. Mobile? Don't need a... Movable? Doesn't quite seem right either. Anyway, it'll stop looking like it's just screaming in a little bit. We're getting the rough draft down, okay? Okay, and mainly just seeing where pieces fit. So yeah, the mouth needs to be much higher up. Needs to be much narrower. And sort of a something connective, and then lower jaw is actually pretty narrow. Pretty short, not narrow. Well, it is narrow. You know what? Clearly words are not functioning with me today. There we go. That's starting to look like 3PO. Or a 3PO. I know there is much debate which rages about whether 3PO is his particular designation or if it is simply his, like, the type of droid. If it's a 3PO, like, a 3PO protocol droid, or if 3PO is his particular numeric designation. I'm inclined to say that 3PO is just the name of the type of droid, but I know that there are some people that would probably try and have my head on a stake for that. Okay, it's not a very long neck, because then you have another sort of collar or whatever. There. And there's little, I don't know, what would you call these? Like pistons, hydraulics, whatever, that connect the head to the rest of the body. It looks like this has some form of ribbing on it. Probably also depends which iteration of 3PO we're talking about, because depending on the film, in some he looks older than in others, in terms of like how well he's maintained and everything. You have something that almost bolts us onto where the collarbone would be on a regular human being. Yeah. I am going to now just... I'm going to duplicate that, actually. And just work out broadly human anatomy. Because this is why we still chose this. Holy music, okay. How loud is that for you guys? Pretty loud. My voice is struggling to even compete with that. Hang on. Turn it down my own ears a little bit as well. That was... Okay, so you'd have the spine would be running down there. You'd have collarbone here. Oh, okay. A book which I thought was missing. Okay. A book that I thought was missing has reappeared on my bookshelf. I have no idea from where. I don't know how I just missed it. If it was, in fact, just me missing things. Okay, so you'd have spine comes down, and then you'd have that first section of the rib cage, which paradoxically actually comes below. And you would have the sternum. Probably better to do this in a full view, otherwise tend to make things too small. Okay. Collarbones. Be about there. I know this is a droid, so he wouldn't have collarbones, but it's still rough, basic human anatomy that's being adhered to here. Okay, ribcage would technically continue to flare out till it's below the ribcage. About there. How are you doing, Maz? Just go check. Yeah, I have my anatomy book right in front of me right now. Oh, photos from Phantom? Yeah, no, I'm not worried about all of the underlying mechanics or machinery. This is more about just getting human proportions on him correct. So I can already tell you there the ribcage was too long. Just starting my Fallout 76. That is Fallout, right? Yeah, because there's no Final Fantasy 76, and that would... Not yet. They're well on their way there, and that would also be 2 Fs. How is 76 nowadays? I've heard mixed things. Some people say that it's actually pretty good now, and then others are like, it's still not all that great. They wouldn't suggest people play it. It was a happy game until they brought the NPCs. Really? That's interesting, because I know a lot of people at the time really were not happy about the lack of NPCs, and they said the world is just way too empty and dead. For me, it would run, but for others, makes others interested. Yeah. No, I think it was such a divisive point. I know some people were... I know there were a lot of people that were like, no, they understand what's going on. Like, they understand why there's no NPCs, and they think that makes sense because it's... You're supposed to be like... Isn't it like you're supposed to be the first vault that opens? In which case... Yeah, there shouldn't be a lot of other humans about. There shouldn't be a lot of like NPCs and things. And then others were just saying that like you still need quest givers and things because it didn't feel satisfying going about places and it's only just notes and like voice logs and things. It's 30 years after the nukes. Yeah, so it should be... I think it's more or less like... It's like the first vault that reopens post-war, isn't it? So I could see the argument that it should technically be empty. Push those arms out a little bit more. Move those up. Yes and no. In what? Vault 12 was never closed and they got ghouled. But they're just not closed because of some sort of failure in the system, or were they not closed off because that was Voltec's experiment to see what would happen? Corpo? Okay. So I thought. You know, if it was just Voltec trying to see what kind of happens when human beings get left exposed to radiation. That makes sense, yes. There was a vault, the dude, a panther, and a box of hand puppets. He lasted 28 days. Okay, in fairness, if I was locked into a giant box underground and it was just me, a wild, angry cat, and a box of hand puppets, I'd probably also go a little bit crazy. I mean, human beings are very social animals. We need... I forget now what the maximum time is that's allowed for, like, solitary confinement. But there's a reason that it's as low as it is, technically. We don't do well in severe extended isolation. You went loco? Yeah, I can imagine. I say I don't think I would have fared much better if it was me. I don't think I would have been able to do much better. I think I also would have probably gone a little bit insane. Are you a big fan of the Fallout series, Maz? I can't believe the droid has pecs, man. Alright. Yep. What's your favorite vault out of all of them across the games? Oh, I suppose, and the extended lore. I don't know if back in the 90s if they ever really what's the word? I don't know if they ever got around to being like, here's extended lore and books or not. Kind of works. Favorite Fallout, favorite Vault. Let's start with the Vault, and then we'll get into the favorite Fallout. I think that's... Unless the two are tied. If it's like your favorite Fallout is a particular one because of the Vault experiment, or the Vault storytelling, or whatever. I like that universe, there's no cancer in it. It's a fair point, actually. I don't... Not that I know much about, like, post-apocalyptic... I don't know much about, like, what stories are told in terms of health. About, like, results from the radiation. I know Harold is a bit of a weird one, because, like, dude literally turns into a freaking tree. I like Fallout 2 the most, but the best vault is 88 from Fallout 4. Which one is 88? Let me see. As for like Fallout 2, I never played it myself. I don't think. I sometimes get 1 and 2 confused. I just know that apparently the opening dungeon for Fallout 2 is like really, really rough if you happen to choose the wrong like, if you happen to choose the wrong build, apparently Fallout 2 can be really difficult to get started in. Or, like, really easy to get yourself into, to get a really difficult start in the game. 88 was the vault where there was a oh, and the hidden part, yeah. And then the doctors, they made the viruses and things, which are then tested. I like that one. I like that one. I'm trying to remember my favorite vault. Was it? It was from New Vegas. Let's see if it was this one. Yeah, it's Vault 11. That's where you got the robot Curie. Oh, yes. No, I remember. I actually liked that vault. I just personally, I really like Vault 11. That's the one where they had to elect people to sacrifice to the vault every year, or however often it was. It's like there's all the elections about how everyone must vote for the other person. And I think it's like the story when you get there is that there was like 5 people who finally realized the truth because they refused to send anyone in for to be sacrificed, and then the vault opened and let them out, and they realized what the truth was. I like that one. That was good storytelling in that vault. Yeah, it's a great story. I really like it. It's what I like about it is what I liked about it especially is that it's a lot of it is environmental storytelling, so they didn't just like lay things out for you and be like up front, oh, this is the big story. Like you had to piece things together from the various logs, but then also just from looking around the vault. It was a really well done one, I think. This thing is so freaking complicated. But in terms of, I think, my favorite Fallout game, I really like Fallout 1. Mainly because like Fallout 1 still has a lot of that sort of like tabletop RPG elements to it. I know Fallout 2 has the same one, has the same sort of things going on. But there is something really nice just about this sort of... Yeah, I like it. It was... You could see they were trying something new and they weren't sure how it would play out. But they went with it. Also, like, there's some very, especially like the first 2 Fallout games, I think there's some seriously grim storytelling that they make. Like, they're not afraid of doing like some really dark story beats. One good part of the old Fallouts is that there were encounters on my... Oh, yeah. Where you couldn't make a good decision. That's true. That's true. What's it also? Oh yeah, I like the something that I like about Fallout 1 is the fact that you can literally fail just by taking too long to do the story, because it's the one with the water chip. So you can literally fail if you take too long to play the game. And I know it's like the chances of you ever actually failing is like minimal. But still, I like the fact that it can be like 2 is the same. Is it? I don't... yeah, like I said, I've never played 2, so... Because I think one of the big issues I personally have with a lot of sort of RPGs and things, right? Especially open world RPGs, is that they lose any sense of my brain's just gone blank. Yes, they lose any sense of pacing, right? They lose a sense of urgency because there's like, well, the entire world and story basically goes on pause while you, the main character, go off and do everything else. So I really like it when there's now this thing, when they instead have this problem of you went off and you just did your own thing for so long that the story actually ends because the people that were waiting on you and that were depending on you have died. If you don't find the Gek, then the village dies and the story ends. I'm trying to think, because I know I've heard, like I said, I've heard about Fallout 2. But I seem to recall that something happens to the village anyway. But I'm not gonna I do want to actually play the old Fallouts on stream one day. I say as if I'm going to be able to do all of it in one stream. I'm not. I know that. But I was thinking there would actually be a... Because I've got them. I believe. Probably be... wait. I should probably just search. Yeah, I've got Fallout 1, Fallout 2, 3, 4, and New Vegas. I just don't have Fallout Brotherhood. Brotherhood of Steel. But no, Fallout Tactics. And Brotherhood of... There was that... What was that really crappy one that came out on the Xbox? I remember there was one of them that came out on the Xbox that just no one liked. Brotherhood of Steel? Yeah, okay. So that one I don't think is available on Steam anyway. I think it's Tactics is the other one that's available. I don't have Tactics. Isometric shooter? Yes. And it was very on rails, if I recall. It was sort of like... But I think, isn't it the only one where you can actually play as a ghoul? I seem to recall something like that, where it's like, it's the only one where you could be a Superman and ghoul. Yes. Yes, it's the only one where you could actually play as a non-human. Which I do think is like a big pity. I would actually think it really fun, personally, if you could create a character that's a ghoul. And like you could do a walkthrough that's centered around the rad powered perks, you know, Atom Boy or Atom Girl, or radiation powered. I forget all of the... There's like the ones like where you get passive regen if you're radiated enough, and then there's the thing of like there's... If you you know, that it's a pity because like I think if they made a ghoul like flavored character, personally I just think it would be really fun because you could have a whole different play style with it, like with perks that really work well with the ghoul, and then still offer like other races some level of, you know, benefit, but like the ghoul really gets the best of it. I think it would just be fun to see other playable races other than just humans. Don't know if it was on the original Xbox. Can check now. Fallout. Brotherhood of Steel. PlayStation 2 and Xbox. From what I'm seeing on Wikipedia. Oh yes, and you couldn't use different weapons. Like the weapons were also race restricted, I think. It's like that. It's a holotape game. Oh, do you mean like the ones in Fallout 4? That like you play on the Pip-Boy. Its design is based on Elder Scrolls 2 Daggerfall. I did not know that one. Is it? Yeah, because Daggerfall was the second Elder Scrolls. Morrowind was the third. Yeah, I've got the remaster from GOG for Daggerfall. I've been meaning to play it. It's gonna pause while ads run. It's just... Okay, we're back. Cool. So in general, you choose commands and play an RPG. In the RPG, you go left, find a chest, open the chest, etc. Okay, it's like one of those old, almost like those old text-based ones. Fallout 76 has a few minor details not a lot of people know. Like the holotapes have rarity. You get a scrappy copy or a Ooh, really? Okay, I didn't know there was a rarity thing to them. Like I haven't played 76. I watched someone else. I watched another YouTuber play it when it came out. So obviously then I only really get to see what, you know, what he's edited in. If he's taken stuff out, then... Welcome in, Snacks. How you doing? No need to apologize for being late. Time for the perk card. Okay, I know you get the holographic ones, like the special rarity cards. It's looking cool. Ah, thank you. I do not generally draw robots. So this is an interesting one for me. Get your free copy from Prime. I personally, unfortunately, do not have Prime. But good reminder for anyone else in chat that does have it and would be interested. And also for anyone in chat that has Prime, remember to use your Prime sub, because you get a free subscription or an included subscription to a streamer of your choice that you have to, except you have to personally like renew it every month. It doesn't auto renew. But still, you're paying for it. You may as well use it. Give your Prime sub to a streamer that you enjoy today. Doesn't have to be me. Just let me preface that, because I think sometimes people will take that to mean that I'm trying to be like, hint, hint. Chest is a little bit broad, but it's fine. It sort of does that, like the leg plates. It's a shame. Fallout Van Buren. Oh, the original. That was before Bethesda purchased it, wasn't it? That was when... What was the original... Who were the original devs again? What was their studio? I want to say BlackRock, but that doesn't sound right. Black Isle. I knew it was something with the color. Black Isle. Yeah, and then they got into a bit of not quite bankruptcy. I don't think they were ever quite bankrupt, but or they were on their way there. They were struggling a lot before they had to. It would have been interesting to see what that version of Fallout 3 would have looked like, actually. Like, it actually would have been... I would have been interested to see it. I don't know if... Like, I don't know if... it would have sold well by that point in the 2000s, but it would have been interesting to see nevertheless. Black Isle made another. Yes, they did. I was trying to remember now what the name of it was, but I don't. I'm drawing a blank. I know some of the devs went on to go make another Fallout-esque one. I think they made Wasteland, but I don't take my word on that. That's me trying to remember very vaguely now and not doing full research. Some went to EA and made boulders, etc. What? Were they the original? Hang on. It's like you mentioned boulders. I know most recent boulders was made by Larian. Yeah, original boulders was Beamdog. Or so say. So Icewind Dale. Yes. And Planescape. Yeah, I might have been looking at the wrong dev here. This might be the... I think that's just the re-release, the remaster. Boulder's clones like Dragon Age. Okay, I like Dragon Age though. I did enjoy it. Even if it is a nightmare to get running on modern machines. I had to fucking go and install legacy drivers for my GPU just so I could get through certain areas of the game without crashing the entire time. Never played the second Dragon Age though. From what I understand, that one's a little bit more divisive in the fan base. And then you get to like Inquisition. Apparently that one's also like there's a weird love-hate thing going on with the fan base and Inquisition. Inquisition was 3, I think. Yeah, that was the most recent Dragon Age that was fully released, I believe. I don't think there's been another one, has there? Don't think so. Yeah, Dragon Age 2. So it's Dragon Age Origins, and then it was... What was the second one called? Again, I have it. I haven't played it. No, it's Origins, then it was just called Dragon Age 2. Then Origins as an HD remake of one. Oh, was Origins the remaster? I didn't realize that. It still has issues. I do suspect, though, in part, that we're now... Okay, this is going to sound a little bit doom and gloom. I don't think we're really going to be getting RPGs of that sort of caliber. Of like those early 2000s RPGs, I don't think we're going to be getting that many of them anymore in the games industry. I think the perception is that they don't sell well. I suspect those days of those sort of games are sort of behind us at this point. Unfortunately. No, why we don't have awesome new games and only remasters now? Outside of greed? Because Hollywood has the same problem, right? Hollywood has the same problem where it's like original ideas don't really sell. Or they're perceived not to. Because of the failure of big AAA games like Cyberpunk and others where the community overhyped. Yeah, I think... that's also on the devs for not managing expectations properly. It's sort of like, what was his name? Sean Murray, right? For No Man's Sky. Where like the guy just kept on like promoting more and more, and it's like, and then he never held back or like denied things to the press. So then like the expectations of what the game were just kept on expanding more and more and more. And they never actually reeled things in. So that was a good lesson though on controlling your own promotion and hype. Game devs are scared to try and make original stuff, and most credits get small devs that dare to try. Yeah. It's the same thing. So I remember I saw an interview, old film star, like this is someone from like golden age Hollywood era, right? Old guy. So we're talking like the 50s, 40s and 50s, golden age Hollywood. And he was like, oh, the reason we don't get original films like that anymore are because back in the day, your studio head was just some, you know, was usually a fat gentleman with a cigar and, you know, chomping down on a cigar, and he didn't actually know much about film and art. And so he just, you know, someone came to him with an idea and he just went, yeah, okay, let's try it. And he greenlit it and gave them a budget, and they worked to the budget. And so there was an element of people were allowed to take risks, because the primary concern from these guys was really more just, well, is it gonna make my money back? Am I gonna get my money back from it or not? You know, that was like the primary concern. And as long as it could potentially at least make the money back, that was considered good enough as a thing. And so, whereas now you have a lot of younger people who are much more like business conscious or whatever, and they now worry about not just, is the film going to make money back? Is the film going to make that money back 3 times over? And if the answer to that is no, they generally become a lot more cautious with trying to actually engage with it or allow it to go through. Like, they're less likely to greenlight it. Baldur's Gate is game of the year because the devs took the time to finish the game and you can enjoy it for ages. I do want to get Baldur's Gate though, when I can. It's just a bit pricey. But whenever I get the chance, I would like to get it just because they've done such a phenomenal job on it. I remember seeing like when with the game with all of the Game Awards last year, and then with Boulders and Larian just absolutely sweeping up everything, and seeing all of the other game devs get really salty about it and upset about it and jealous was kind of fascinating. Gonna wait 3 years till it's free on Epic. You know what? Also, you're gonna go make coffee quick? Cool. Oh, you can get me the cigar when I'm 30. You'll have to wait a while, but you can do it. I'll chomp down on it and I'll try to make the old school rich white man voice. Just for you. Jeez, these these negs are complicated. These legs are complicated. Controller's battery's dead? No! Do you have spares? Or do you have one of those that like you can just plug it in and it'll recharge while you play? Like, okay, I was a PS3 person. That was the console I had back then. And I will say something that I always enjoyed about it was the fact that the batteries were rechargeable. So you could at least like continue to play while plugged in. You weren't quite stuck with having to go and buy a new pack of batteries or whatever every time. Yeah, wireless is more enjoyable, but it is what it is. You take what you get. At this point, I guess. There's sort of like a UDIP here. We'll clean up what the protocol droid looks like just now. So there's some sort of server on the outer leg. But these legs are turned slightly, so you're not going to see them. What was I saying before? Oh yeah, I was still saying that I did have a problem, and I still do have a little bit of a problem with like when Epic buys exclusivity licenses for things for like a limited time exclusivity, just to try and drive people to the platform. I think they were bigger on it back when they first launched. I think they've chilled out a little bit on that now. But I will say, I've gotten some good shit from their free games that they give away on a weekly basis. I've gotten some good things from it. Especially during the big sales. I've gotten some, like where they do free games daily given away. Gotten some good things off that I would never have gotten otherwise. Isn't it actually today? Today is actually the day for the new... Because it's every Thursday, I believe. That the new free games list comes out. So let's check what's on for this week. I don't remember. What's the foot structure here? Sometimes it was very obvious that they just took Anthony Daniels and shoved him in a big metal suit. It's like the design is just like, you can see they had to accommodate for the fact that a real human being was going to be wearing this thing. It just seems to be repeating loops. Towards the front. Very rough. Okay. Arms. I need the arms. The arms seem to have all sorts of crap attached to them. So you have that. On the inside, it looks like there's also some sort of system along the back there. Like some sort of hinge joint, most likely. Okay, I'm gonna... It's a little bit... Excuse me. I love it when I choke on nothing. Okay. Looks to be like some sort of square thing with additional servos or whatever in it. Skill issue, shut the fuck up. Like I already said at the start of the stream, I identify with the B1 battle droids because I too am just trying my best. And this might be like the most buff-ass 3PO unit I've ever drawn. Not that I've ever drawn any of these. Just in the universe. And you have the motor connects there, runs down to about there. On the forearm. Worst part of old Galaxy lore is that not much tech changed. Yeah, it is a problem with some of these. Like you see, like, oh, this is like, and I think we'll see it when like we play like Knights of the Old Republic, for instance, which I think is meant to be like 1,000 years before the prequels, maybe a bit less. And it's like the tech that they use is functionally identical. Like blasters still work exactly the same way. Speeders still work the same way. Ships still work the same way. Everything is still like identical to what it would be 1,000 years later. And it's like, that's not quite how the universe works. Or like the world. Just older. Yeah, but even then, like, they don't even do it as like terribly much older. When you think about it, like the tech itself, like the core of it remains very similar. I mean, like for the Jedi, the lightsaber has remained the same for however many millennia. Their big jump was just making it that the battery was inside the saber instead of them having to carry around the whole ass backpack. I struggled to believe that the lightsabers could not have been improved in any significant way in the intervening 2,000, 3,000 years, whatever. Oh, Kylo's sword? I remember when the Force Awakens trailer first dropped. And everyone got their first look at having the freaking whatchamacallit, the crossguard on the saber. And people were so divided about it. I didn't like it. I still don't really like it. I still think it's a little bit stupid because I know like the argument from people is like, oh, but real swords have crossguards and heal and things. It's like, yes, but real swords don't have crossguards made out of superheated plasma. And before anyone then tries to tell me like, oh, but his don't work like that. In The Last Jedi, he literally stabs someone with the crossguard, if I recall correctly. So clearly it is superheated plasma. It is still usable as part of the weapon. And with the way that they twirl their sabers and shit, it would just cut his arm off. I refuse to accept it. It was just That was them going, we want to make Kylo have a badass, unique lightsaber because that's what we need, or something. Not that Darth Vader had like a unique lightsaber or anything, but at least not really. Not when you compare it with, you know, he didn't have. Who was the guy who had like the adjustable lightsaber? Like he could change the length of it. That's like old universe lore, though. I don't know if it's still canon. I want to say he's the guy that built the temple in Yavin. But I could be wrong in that. I'm a little bit hazy on my legends. My legends lore. KOTOR 2 protagonist? No, the KOTOR 2 protagonists, I don't think they are canon. I believe Disney has essentially canonized them. But it wasn't them. I'll see if I can find it now. Was it? Did he build Yavin 4's temples, or did he just live there? Not on Tavern. Yavin 4. Okay, in Legends continuity, the giant temples on Yavin 4 built by the Masasi to worship Naga Sadao. Was it Naga Sadao? I don't think so. I think this was... Who lived in the temple? Look at us getting distracted. We're not even getting distracted in the drawings. We're just getting distracted with lore. Masasium eventually went extinct. Engineers. Okay, that's Rogue One. Yeah, I think I don't remember now. No, I know it wasn't Bane. There's too much lore. There's so much fucking lore. There is. Okay, Vader could control the length of his lightsaber. I think that was just... I think that was more they just came up with that. Like, yes, you totally can, because the VFX on... Or was it a purposeful thing? I don't remember. Did Lucas purposefully allow for the saber length to be changed? It's too much lore, it's overwhelming to catch up. Yeah, there's a lot at this point. I do think, like... So I'm probably a bit... What's the word I'm looking for? I'm probably a bit biased about this. I do think the Legends... Personally, I do think that the Legends lore is cleaner and more well put together and more interesting than the current universe. But I was one of those people that was really, really annoyed with Disney when they threw out... I was one of those people that was really annoyed with Disney for throwing out the original expanded universe. So take it with a pinch of salt. When I say that I think it's the original expanded universe is better. There's a style that made you use force to make your lightsaber hotter. Oh yes, that was because Qui-Gon melted through the blast door. I know there was a lot of debate about if that was actually some different form of style or if it was just that he what's the word I'm looking for? If it's just that the lightsaber has an inherent thing in it, or if it's a force thing versus like just something that is built into the lightsaber that you can alter the temperature of the lightsaber as needed. Like you said, there's a lot of debate, there's a lot of lore. Okay, we have our basic protocol droid. I do have an idea for essentially how we make it look like Joel, however, which is the next big step. We need a dress, we need boobs, we need hair. So I was thinking if we had like a protocol droid fishnets. Are there fishnets? Nah, Joel just has regular stockings. There's no fishnets on this one. Guys, we can't just add fishnets. It's gonna be weird. I'm just like, I added fishnets just because. And make the corset? I can. I'm trying to think, so. Okay, first of all, I think we can taper this out and give him more hip flare. So narrow the chest. Dip in a bit more with the hips. Make those really stick out. Can't add fishnets to boobs either, but you did. That was... No. I refuse the slander. Where is Fruits? Where is Fruits reference? Witness this. Okay. That was canonical. Okay. Don't come at me about adding fishnets to weird things. She did that first. I just stuck to the model sheet, okay? I just did what the model sheet said. Humble yourself. Okay. I know what reference I need, but I'm scared to go get it. Okay, first of all, male droid needs something representing boobs. So I'm thinking if you... I want different sizes, because like droid's just going to use what it can find, right? Okay, and then you could, like, if you took like some sort of like sports ball or something from this one, Alright, and then this could, I don't know, you could still have like whatever, some sort of stem attached to this. I don't know what the fruit would look like, some sort of melon or something. I would think for the droid, we're going to really lean into like the tattered up shit. So gonna be like a ragged ass dress, like because it's also not gonna be fitting properly over. It's not gonna fit properly over the metal structure. Okay, wait, that's fruit. I need to not. I love natural queens. The point is, this is a robot, man. This is a droid. Droid's just making do with what it can find. That's the whole deal here. I would have had to have torn a hole here just for the. Well, all of this would have to be tattered up. And then you could just have like because he has the little frills, but these just gonna hang loose. What was Smilky gave that other? So it's like draw a C, draw a C, draw a C, draw a C, draw a C. Look at me actually using advice I got from other artists on how to do something. Okay, and then it does. Like that. Okay, maybe this is going to get a bit away from me in terms of like complexity of the project. The idea is to keep this lighthearted and fun, really. Okay. Just hydrate. I have been, kind of. Fuck. I just spilt water over my desk. Why do I listen to chat? Ugh. I wish I could even actually blame that on chat. I spill water on myself way too often. Okay, yeah, have this all tatted up as well. Now I'd have just like the bow, but like instead of, because like the bow here is very, it's very proud. It sits as it's supposed to. It's just kind of gonna be hanging on by dear life. Just wrong angle, everything. It's just. Wasn't even here to laugh at you. I feel like you laugh at me a lot of the time anyway, so it's not like you're missing out, really. Maybe just like a bit of tattered clothing, sort of. Like, this droid's really trying its best. It wants to look the part. It wants to be a pretty girl. The corset. And droid and rebel. Yeah, this one. He's trying his best. You know, he wants to be something. And it's dressing up for the part, all right? Dress. What is it that they say for like jobs? Dress for the job you want, not for the job you have. In this case, because there's such a size difference, the saggage on this side would become somewhat noticeable. Yeah, have it just sort of connect in there and tear up there. Oops. Okay. Time to draw the C's. C. 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 That was a weird one. So how are you all doing while we just sketch out an absolutely raggedy, awful, tattered costume of a dress onto this protocol droid? How are you all doing? This is not the music I expected to hear. I'm gonna have just like a bit of a tattered ribbon hanging down here. Okay. All right, you think? Doesn't sound very optimistic. I mean, I'm all good. I'm just here. I'm just painting a droid, a 3PO droid in a dress. You know, that very average day-to-day experience, really, when you stop and think about it. I do this very often, apparently. Wondering what to play without the controller, probably gonna end up turning my Switch on. I want to finish Resident Evil 7. Don't want to do it alone. Not a fan of horror games. Okay, I'll be honest. I'm not a fan of horror stuff in general. Like, I don't know. I don't like the feeling of... Don't have any jump scare resistance. That's fair. I don't like the feeling of horror stuff. Like, I don't enjoy the feeling of being chased. I don't enjoy feeling scared. I don't understand people who do. Just gonna be honest. It never quite made sense to me. I don't know. If you guys like horror, why? Legitimate question. Like, if you actually enjoy it, why do you enjoy it? I'm not judging you. I'm asking because I myself do not quite understand. I've got a friend I know who absolutely adores horror stuff. Like her and her husband both. They love horror. It's just, that's their weekly date night, you know. They don't go out for a nice dinner somewhere. They sit down on the couch together and they watch the most horrifying stuff they can find. I sincerely hope that any future Spartannell girlfriends do not have that sort of idea of a fun date night out, because one of us is gonna have fun. I'm sure she's gonna enjoy it a lot. I'm sure she's gonna have a real ball. Not me though. Not me. Teach your brain to get high on itself. No, like I don't like the feeling of like you're being chased by something. Why would that be appealing? Like the idea of having someone, like, why would you get why would your brain enjoy the feeling of being in danger? That's what doesn't make sense to me about it. Wow, I fucked that spelling up. Doesn't like being chased by the ladies? Not by ladies, you know, who are actively trying to kill me. That's not quite my ballpark of enjoyment. I'll own up to that. Yeah, I need the hair. What does Joel's hair look like? Okay, but I want the whole wig to sort of be skew because the droid can't put it on properly, so that'll be the hairline, so. So when we get addicted to other shit, our primal instincts are working bad for us in brain chemistry. Yeah, you see, okay, my argument's gonna be this. If anyone had to ask me, I don't want to like get my brain so like used to the idea of what, or I don't want my brain starting to enjoy the feeling of danger, because one day I'm actually going to be in danger and my brain's not going to take it seriously, and that could be a real problem. Right, that could potentially be, you know, lethal. So I'm just looking out for my future well-being. I'm just like resisting the jump scares becomes like a game. Okay, here's the thing. Jump scares are also nowadays not done properly. Like they're so obvious. You can see them from a kilometer away. You can see like, oh, okay. Big scary thing is about to happen. Oh no. You know, it's okay for any modern horror movie. If the sound drops out right after a musical build-up, you just know what's about to come. It's either going to be a ghost or a cat. Oh, I forgot about perfect timing. We currently have kids singing. We currently have kids singing creepily in our ears, so... La 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 la. These days, kids go crazy for FNAF and other scary games like Candy. Okay, I will. In fairness, I was still a kid when the first Five Nights at Freddy's came out, and I thought that was really freaking cool at the time. I remember I watched all of Markiplier's videos on it. And then the second one came out, and I was like, oh shit, what's gonna happen? This is gonna be so fucking cool. And then it was like the same thing, just a different location. I was like, oh, okay, never mind. That's not so interesting. And then the third one came out. I don't even remember what the third one was. I don't even know how many there are now. I just know that there was a movie that came out recently of FNAF. And I was like, damn, that shit's still going. It's like when Hollywood finally got around to making the Slender Man movie. Like 10 years after all of the hype around Slender Man had died off and people didn't care anymore. They finally got around to making a really shitty Slender Man movie. At this point, we can put symmetry back on. Well, we're still going slowly, but we're going faster than we went with Chibi yesterday. Oh, I missed that. Not gonna lie, psychological horrors are a different ballgame. Okay, I like... Okay, the psychological ones I can generally cope with. Those are pretty cool. Like, well, it depends. Again, it'll really depend on like how they do it and what the overall theming is. But shit where it's just supposed to make you feel like you're actually in danger. I don't like that. Tend to get really upset with those. Yeah, I think so. I think it depends a lot on how it's done. But I think there is a part of it which is like... There's something off-putting about psychological horror in its own way. I do not have the words in my head right now to actually explain what the fuck I mean by any of that. So I'm just gonna leave it with me sounding like an absolute moron. A buckshot Russian roulette game is scary. Yeah, okay, the buckshot roulette is interesting in its own way because it's a game purely about like risk. And they're getting you to try and decide if a risk is worthwhile. Because you're literally playing a game where you potentially off yourself. It's just okay. Why so lazy with this? No need to try then. Listen, streamer brain is real. It's a thing. It's a legitimate thing where you say some really bizarre and stupid shit sometimes. Ads. Okay. Can you draw Iris from the Pokemon series being hair-tail cutted by the evil barber for me? I mean, if you pay me, yeah. If you want to commission me and pay me, I can draw almost anything. In terms of am I going to stop what I'm doing now on stream and do it? No. Seem to be on a weird streak at the moment with getting people coming into chat asking me to draw things for them. I said, if you want to pay, want to come, I can do it. Probably. So it's not some really weird shit. Gift 100. How much are 100 gifted? Because it might actually be close to what I would charge for a commission anyway. Now that I think about it. $3,400? How does that work out to? It's maybe what I charge for like a half burst, like a hips up. You want a full thing, it's gonna be closer to like $400 or $500. I know what I'm worth. Damn it. And just narrow this down. And it's just now I'm going to forget to do it and then wonder why things look weird. Damn straight you're worth it. Hey, we gotta use the sleigh emote. Let's go. Fucking love the sleigh emote. Need a sleigh emote? Yeah, I'm. It's a weird thing, right? Because I also don't want to redo like too many BTTV emotes or 7TV emotes that already exist, because it's like they're already in the channel and there. So speaking of, I must make a notice that for the people that only use BTTV and 7TV now work with each other. So now you no longer need to use the 7TV add-on to see the 7TV emotes. You can actually with BTTV, if you enable a certain option, we'll just display them for you. So I know not everyone wants to use another emote extension, or they don't like how 7TV looks, which is very fair. Can do better than a sleigh emo. It needs a crown and nails. I feel like that goes less from like sleigh, and that goes to more like serving. You know, that starts getting, what's the word that they use now to describe it? Cunty? Like that starts going more that way. Make it happen. I think we're out of emote slots though for my current for the moment. I think we need to hit also 25. I think I needed 25 subs for the next emote slot to be unlocked. Which is, I suspect, for the time being, still a little bit away. Once we get it, I'll make you your sleigh. I'll make you your cunty sleigh emote. Boy, does that sound interesting out of context. think even this is probably going a little bit crazy with the details, but me being me, I sat down and I thought, oh, draw would be a nice, easy one. Protocol droids can't be that hard to draw. It'll be a nice, quick, easy stream. And then I can get to the games. Nah, here I am. I need to start noting anything that I say is going to be quick and easy. I need to just add like 4 hours onto the estimate of how long it's going to take. All right, that's because I'm just saving repeatedly. Right. Can enable this for this. Again. So I just need to take a note. Anytime I say something will be quick and easy, I just need to add on mentally. I just need to add on another 6 hours. To be like, okay, I'm saying it's quick and easy. So if I'm saying it's a quick and easy one, then therefore, this is not, in fact, a 2-hour job. This is at least a 4-hour. Fuck's sake, man. Why am I like this? Okay, there you go. Depends on? Oh, like what it is. Yeah, I just would have thought that by now I would have learned my lesson that quick and easy is probably not quick and easy with me when it comes to drawing. I think I tend to... Okay. I envy the people who can just do those very rough doodles and have a lot of fun with it. Because my brain just doesn't work like that. My brain goes like, no, this needs to be a fully rendered image. This has to be perfect. This has to be the kind of standard of you can hand it over to a 3D modeler in the pipeline and they're not going to send it back. And that, I think that's why I then end up sitting there doing this and it takes so freaking long. Okay. There you go. Although hopefully, even if I am overcooking and overcomplicating shit, hopefully you guys still at least enjoy watching it. How you draw without music? No, I've got music going. I just turned it down a bit earlier because it was going a little bit over the top. Although in my own headphones, in my own headphones, I have it turned very, very low. But that's in part because I also want to be able to hear myself talking. So I don't... What's the word? So I don't overstrain my voice trying to... Right, because like what happens when you can't hear yourself? You just speak louder so that you can try and hear yourself. And that causes problems of its own, because A, I would just end up sounding like I'm screaming into the microphone and I'm super angry with you guys all the time. That I hate being here, whatever. But also, it makes your voice really tired. And I've become weirdly paranoid, I think, about like, since I started doing singing all those years back, I've become a little bit paranoid about like damaging my own voice. Or getting like vocal nodules or something, because that shit would take forever to go away. Mike has the studio mode. Yeah, mine has monitoring, so I would be able to hear myself if I wanted to. But I still don't find that very helpful for managing my vocal levels. In terms of like how hard I'm speaking. Also, sometimes sometimes there's just a slight delay on it, right? And so you don't hear your voice back the exact same time that you speak. Instead, it comes back like half a second later. And that just fucks me up. Like my brain cannot keep up with that. I end up speaking way, 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 way slower. And or just like stumbling over all of my words. So. Okay. Come on. Give me the curve. Hate streaming confirmed. Yeah, that's why I'm doing a whole month of it. 6 days a week. Absolutely despise it. Apparently, I don't enjoy sitting here having to talk with you guys. That's so awful. Connect properly. Made the most cursed one yet. Oh, you're working on another emote thing. go. Ribbon being torn up. Also, I find I start focusing way too hard at this sort of point when I'm doing this. So, excuse me, my deepest, sincerest apologies if I sometimes forget to, you know, to keep talking. I sometimes forget that, yes, I am actually alive and should probably try to at least talk with my chat. Try and do the thing that, you know, the chat exists for. Okay, these you can... because I'm not doing anything with the cabling. Paradoxically, the white spaces here are now going to be where the dark things go. I suppose I could do that. Why is drawing circles so fucking difficult? There you go. Of course, it's easier for me to do when I'm relaxed now, and I'm just like... what do your sleeves look like again? I mean, it's in the art, well, in Spart's art in... the Discord. That, I guess. If that helps. There's not much rigging on them, gonna be honest. That's making me open Discord. Listen, I just cut my own head off on stream for you for this. Okay. Let's see. Oops. Thank you, streamer. Of course. Shit. Okay, this doesn't make sense. Well, I'll make it make sense. It's fine. Whoop. So this with symmetry on, please. Oh yeah, also, in case I forget again, because I forgot to mention at the start of stream. The VOD's channel is now up As in, like, it exists. I haven't... Okay, I've got a couple of streams uploaded there. They just haven't been made public yet. But if you guys want to go sub to that so long, you can. Same for the main YouTube channel. I have started editing something together. So hopefully we'll get... I don't know if we're going to get, like, the first proper video out this month. Just because of how much shit there is to do. But it's in the description. In the panels. So I haven't made a bot command for it yet. But basically, if you guys wanna go, you know, subscribe so long, that would be pretty cool. That looks absolutely awful. Fuck it, I'm doing this. Damn it. Why are you drawing so thick? Interesting. Oh, there we go. It's good enough for government work. Pop the symmetry back on. Okay, we're making good progress. How's everyone feeling, chat? How's everyone doing? Everyone's still alive and breathing. Everyone's still healthy. Remember to hydrate. Be like me, spill your water all over your desk and on your lap. You feel like you need to repent of your sins. What the fuck are you drawing? Like, really, at this point, I'm beginning to wonder, like, how cursed can this possibly be? Like, logically, it shouldn't be that bad. Is it worse? Is it better or is it worse than the chibi drawing that we did yesterday? That I did. I'll own up to it. I made that. Is it better or worse? Listen, yeah, I'm listening. You just tell me. Ah, Eagle's busy screaming at me again. Means I'm doing something right. At least that's what I'm taking it as. I'm taking it as a sign that I'm doing something correctly. It's pretty bad. Oh well, I look forward to seeing it. It's really good. I'll hang it on my fridge. This is so fucked up. What does his fingers even look like? Let's see the fingies. Okay. I'm just gonna get the shape of fingers going. Love your job? Hey, we love to see it. Happy mods, happy stream, all of that. Something along that nature anyway. Cool. I suspect this is actually going to take longer than yesterday for me to finish. And we don't even get sidetracked searching up, like, anatomy. What can I say? I'm good at what I do. There you go. Okay. For some reason, it only just hit me now. I don't know how the Murder on the Orient Express VODs are going to go. Just because I suddenly realized, you know, given that we search, or I search, quite prolifically for the plural of one word in particular, I don't think YouTube should have a problem with it. And I mean, I'm not dealing with AdSense at the moment, so I don't think it would be problematic, but I also don't know. Mind you, it'll be a really funny, like, story if I tell people that I got kicked off of YouTube for... If I have to tell people, like, yeah, I said the word clitoris too many times in one video and they banned me. But at least be a funny story, if nothing else. I suspect that video is going to get age-gated. Which is fine, because we're not an all-ages community, but still. What a way to go, am I right? Should make it a series. Like, I should make it a series where, like, every day, every stream, we learn about a new plural that no one asked about for an obscure word. We're an educational stream, after all. I need to do something to earn that title and tag. That would go. Actually starting to get a little bit hungry. Yeah, okay, this is why this is taking so much more than Chibi, because, like, this is actually a very detailed drawing. The more I look at it. Actually, I'm gonna do this on another layer, because it's getting a bit hard to keep track of what's what. If we ever raid Smilky again, I really need to thank him, though, for the advice on doing the frills. What advice? What color do you want your nails to be? I don't know. What color gives the most bad bitch energy? What color just sort of, you know, screams like, you don't want to fuck with me? You know, what's got that sort of energy? It's not just red, I don't think. Red is a bit too basic. Want them long too? At this point, I guess we may as well fucking commit. We're on a slippery slope because at this point, like, this is how we reach the point where chat, I'm gonna do something and chat's gonna be chanting, you know, go white boy, go. Pink, blue, black. I will leave it to your artistic discretion. BRB, all good. Would it be going too far to make BRB a timeout phrase? So like if someone... to make BRB a banned word, so if someone types BRB in chat, it just automatically... I think that might be going a bit far. Also, I think in my VODs, the chat would appear absolutely empty, because I don't think it just deletes the most recent message. I think it just deletes all of their messages up to that point. So anytime anybody typed BRB, it would... Oh, wait, I forgot. I forgot that I activated a thing yesterday where, like, emotes in chat fall on top of my model. I forgot that I'd activated that, and I haven't been watching my own stream. Have I just been getting absolutely bombarded with the emotes the entire day so far? Nope. Okay, I think I only set it to like 50% of the time that something drops. I wonder if it captures necessarily. Hang on. Might not. Oh, wait, there we go. Okay. Ah, it missed! Yeah, so it is working. Nice. This is a full-ass character design, man. We won't overcomplicate it. We'll just keep it easy and simple. Just keep it light and fun. Doesn't have to be any overly complicated designs. Why do I say this shit? Okay, let's just do... In case it's not obvious, I have not had any references in front of me for torn fabric. I'm just sort of making this up as I've gone. Last time I was drawing the kneecaps, I remember we were talking about being an old white man in Hollywood green-lighting films. Should actually, while I'm thinking about it, I should really work on like my old-timey accent. Could be a fun additional redeem. I mean, you know the voice, the old stereotypical white guy voice. Now look here, see. Now back in my day, see, we did things a different way. We had respect, see. Okay, in my defense, in terms of things getting too far carried away, I haven't been agonizing about making every single line straight and clean. Some of these are very wobbly lines. So you can tell I'm just enjoying this process more than making a full fancy art piece. Ah, shit. Fuck, it's getting hot in this room. My poor computer is struggling. I believe in you, honey. Just keep going. What are you looking at? It's just legs. Hopefully it's looking good. I just realized that I've actually hit peak streamer at this point because I just closed the blinds to keep the sun out. So at this point I am successfully streaming as the person that closes all of their blinds so that the sun can't interrupt. Okay, maybe before we do that, let's just finish off the feed before we go deleting rulers. Shit, okay, we just hit the 3-hour mark. We're still going, boys. Come on! Stop lagging at the same point every single time, I beg of you. Eh. Good enough for government work. Holy shit, we're done with the line art. That ain't saying what. No, the coloring goes quick because I'm not doing full. Excuse me. I'm not going to be doing the full. I don't do the full coloring thing. Not for something like this. This is just kind of. have I made? Something beautiful. Something significantly less cursed than yesterday's one. I'm just gonna claim that now. I think yesterday's Torg was far worse than this. And again, that's not really saying much. That's sort of like... what would be a good example? I don't have one. Metal Maid. And he looks fabulous. Fabulous. How long do you want the lashes? It's really up to you. If I'd commissioned you, then yes, I'd probably be more like, make it this size or whatever. This is you doing a thing of it's your own little project. Whatever you think will look good. Or look worse, depending if you want to really lean into the cursed angle or if you want to make something that's really like, you know, artistic. That's entirely up to you. Ads. Is it? Just gonna keep sort of painting. If it was a full, if we're having like some in-depth discussion, I'd probably pause. Hey, welcome back everyone who got taken up by the ads. Thanks for sticking around. Can't freaking see my own shortcut keys because the curtains are closed now. Fuck. Okay. Glowing yellow. It's sort of like reddish dot in the middle, huh? No, black dot. Okay. Cool. All of these freaking cables. Okay. Not to worry. Why are you filling in like that? Fuck it. That's fine. There. Maybe more orange. Orange. There we go. Those are white. These need to be gold. There you go. See, it's weird. It's like once you get the line art done, everything else starts picking up pace. And this. Huh. Yeah, I can see why those might have problems. Okay. Right. Music's so frenetic. So I feel like I really need to paint faster. Yeah. Eagle is very vocal today. Clearly has some strong thoughts on whatever the fuck I'm doing. Did all of that on the wrong layer. Okay. It's fine. You can salvage it. What I actually want to do first. Yep, it's definitely not skin color. It is rose gold. Yeah, so it means there'll be a little bit of repetition in what we have to do now. It's not the worst thing ever. Posted it? Alright. Nice. I'll have a look just now. Are you happy with it? Are you happy with whatever evil you have wrought? Created a monster. Good. It feels good, doesn't it? To create with no remorse. No? Alright, you just haven't come far along the journey yet. You're still innocent. Oh, that looks horrifying. Oh, that is... Oh, some things were never meant to be seen, and this is one of them. This was... Oh, jeez. Just get it back under the line knot, quick. Yeah. No, not too bad, honestly. Even if it is like... Basically, it's basically just a 3PO unit with Joel's shredded up clothes over it. Still, not bad. It's atrocious in what you create. Okay, no, you don't have to apologize. That's good. Love the pink nails, long pink nails. They look great. Actually gonna. I have to see if, I'm pretty sure I've used up all the emote slots now, unfortunately. Thank you for the painting, though. It looks gorgeous. Where is my... You don't want to be caught in your possession? You better not throw it out or something. Don't get rid of it or anything like that. Neck. Can feel I haven't stretched. No one can read that? How fucking blind are you? That stands out perfectly fine. Huh. Interesting. I apparently forgot to add a bottom part to that. If I remember to fix it, we will. like that. My biggest regret already is that I did not put a symmetry ruler down on this, so I'm gonna have to repaint this. That's fun. And it's entirely on me, but still. Get to see ankles and knees, not sure if you wanted to see those. These look amazing. What are you talking about? These just look fabulous. Oh, I don't think I've been drinking enough. My head's beginning to hurt. Removing that mainly because I'm feeling too lazy to go and do it everywhere else. Yeah. Now I get to do the most cursed bit of all. The boob shadows. Okay. Not even melons. I mean, one of them is, and the other one's just a basketball, so... Almost there. Terrified fishnet spawn? That's probably never gonna happen. It's like, time is a constraint that I also have to operate under. Probably, yeah, like, I'd like to make it happen, but... like, making changes and even like additions to a model is expensive sometimes, like time-wise especially. It's just... What have you made? Why are you like this? Why are you like this? Thought I was supposed to be the one that brings the dad energy to the stream. Ingle H and nuts, remember? Got him. There wasn't even a setup on that. You can do better. You can do better. I believe in you. I mean, not... Can I just... There we go. Road colored without looking like I'm having a fucking stroke. Yeah, it's cursed, but it's not as bad as Chibi was. It's not as bad as the Chorg was. The Chorg was something else entirely. The Chorg was seriously fucked up, like... No, there's no well about this, like... Compare and contrast. This to this. This looks like it reasonably could be a design. This, especially the side ones, it's just fucked up. No, the Chorg is fucked up. The Chorg has problems. Okay, fine, we'll add some highlights. The frills of the skirt supposed to be rolled. These? That's a different color. That's literally taken from the reference sheet. Maybe I am blind. The thing is, I don't know necessarily how well it always translates to screen. It's like YouTube and anything that has anything vaguely dark in it on the screen. Like, shit just disappears. So I don't always know how well color information captures for the stream. I suspect the answer is not always great. And besides, the colors are very similar to each other, so I think it's sort of understandable that you might have missed it. Yeah, I'm gonna call it there. All six, my head is beginning to hurt, so I need to go. I want to go get some stuff in me. Probably food and a headache tablet. Hang on. So I'm beginning to realize that whilst these are whilst these streams are a lot of fun, and I'm having a lot of fun doing like the characters and stuff, and it gives a very unique, like it's making me do shit that I don't normally do, and to not stress over everything. I'm beginning to realize that maybe getting games in on the same day is going to be a bit more difficult. So we'll maybe split it up. I think tomorrow, either tomorrow or Saturday. Yes, tomorrow is Friday. So either tomorrow or Saturday, definitely Sunday, we'll do gaming. I'm gonna have a lot of these to get through, and it's fine. That gives me a bit more time because some of these games are really old, and so for the last 2 nights, I've actually been sitting up till quite late, troubleshooting and patching and fixing and modding, set things like not modding the experience, like make it into like a different game, but like modding it so that it has widescreen support and looks all right, and that OBS can actually capture it properly for you guys. So yeah, I am hoping I have a couple more that I still have to get through today, so I'm hoping I can get those done tonight. But what am I saying? What am I doing? Where am I going? Basically, I'm gonna just end here for now. We'll be back tomorrow to do something else. Oh shit, if anything, I just realized the Star Wars sale kicked off today. So I may be picking up like another bunch of games for this month because I was waiting for that. Not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. But yeah, I'm going to call it here. I'm going to send you over to another artist if they will let me. Yeah, we're going to go say hi to Dia. She looks like she's working on some live 2D art. For something. For another person, presumably, because it's not her model. I mean, Dia is a fantastic artist. She's insanely talented. She's an artist that I look up to, because like I want to be able to do that caliber of art one day. Even if our styles aren't the same, her caliber of art is just next level. It's just actually phenomenal. So anyway, I'm going to call it here. I'm going to go get some food and headache tablets. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll be back tomorrow, probably about the same time, somewhere around there. I'll be back tomorrow. Have a good rest of the day.